to the show this morning. The topic this morning is children in a digital world, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about children in a digital world, Alana McLaughlin. Alana, as you know, is my granddaughter, and we've had her on a number of occasions. And of course, Alana, let me welcome you to the show this morning, and to have you to give our audience some information in reference to your background, your education, and some of your experiences before we get into a topic that you inspired in a real sense called Children in a Digital World. Let's start off by dealing with your background and that kind of information, Alana.
Well, as some viewers may not know, my full name is Alana McLaughlin. I was born August the 27th, 2002, approximately 5 o'clock. I am very smart, I guess.
Yes, you are.
I'm trying not to brag too much, but...
Go on, speak, Alana.
And I am in a special program at my school called Encore, in which more bright students, as you say, more bright students, where they come together and get to do things that most teachers do not do. And the students like a little bit more harder stuff, more challenging stuff. You have to push yourself to the edge to challenge yourself. And I go to Robert Churchwell Magnet Museum Elementary School. I am very religious. I am a Christian, and I go to John Wesley United Methodist Church, and I am a acolyte there, and I also read the scripture sometimes. Actually, right now we have an in-room pastor, Michelle Morton, and our regular pastor, Reverend Elijah McGee, is now he's hospitalized, and all my prayers go out to him.
Very good. Alana, you know, you, as we said earlier, sort of inspired this idea of children and in a digital world. And what do we mean when we talk about children in a digital world?
It's where children X off themselves from the real world, and they go off into cyber dating. It's dating online, not even knowing who the person is, just knowing them about what they say on things called online profiles, such as those dating websites like Twitter and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You could Facebook, all that. You can see a boy, think he's cute, he's in your grade, and you can ask him to go out. But what you don't know about that boy is that he's an ex-convict, dropped out from high school, and he's about 30 years old.
Well, Alana, you know, speaking of children in a digital world, what are some of your experiences in this digital world, and what are some of the instruments that you use and that you're familiar with, and when did you really start working with digital instruments?
Well, my first digital instrument, the first time I ever experienced it was 2008. I had my first laptop. And it was one of those big laptops, you know, one of those old-fashioned ones. And of course, I was extremely grateful to have it, because I knew that some kids don't have the opportunity like me to even have it. So that was my first experience. It took me a while to learn how to kind of work it, but I catch on fast, so it wasn't that hard to kind of learn all the buttons and the keys and things like that.
Well, do you find that in your own school that children are involved in digital activities as you were talking about now?
Actually, I think more people should be involved in digital things, because though there are some scary things in the digital cyber realm, I think that what if a mother was only concerned with her son's basketball career and wanted a scholarship to Russ College and so on? But what that mother doesn't know is that her 17-year-old son probably has a credit card, and maybe he's donating to the NAACP, trying to join to help African Americans get more rights. And though the world isn't fully integrated, your son may be making a change, and it's all on that computer that you think is worthless, and that he shouldn't spend all his time on there. He should be on dates and going to the prom and spring formals and things like that.
And so you believe that more children ought to be involved in some of the digital activities that you're talking about, and you're talking about an advanced kind of digital activity. What about your typing and the kind of things that brings you into the digital world?
Well, You know how when you have a regular phone, it's so hard to type on that? That's where keyboard phones come in. It's all about like having this keyboard and be able to text better.
Okay, and of course, Alana, we're going to take our first commercial break, and then we're going to come back with our audience, and we'll be back with the audience following this very, very short commercial break.